Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Seed and Stone Village. I'm Joseph McCaffrey. This week's nature-based experiential practice is going to invite you out on the land to engage in awe and wonder for the world and to open up to the idea that each being, that the world has a voice, that each being on the land has a voice. You know, it's said that awe and wonder is the foundation for wisdom. So when we wander out and we practice this, it provides this foundation to open up to the deeper wisdom of ourselves and the world. And it's also said by Thomas Berry that we humans have become autistic in the Western world over the last 100 years, that we have lost the ability to listen to the voices of the beings on the land. So this practice invites us into this conversation with awe and wonder and the potential to listen. So again, I'll invite you to get into this practice of wandering by engaging in some conscious shifting practice, whether it be some kind of meditation, shaking a rattle or rhythmic instrument for 7 minutes to 10 minutes or so, but let yourself slow down and ground. You might check out last week's nature-based conscious shifting practice before you go out. But let yourself shift your consciousness and arrive into this wander. Cross a threshold as you're going out, whether it be over a stick between trees or over a rock. Maybe you create the threshold. Maybe you start with a prayer. And certainly speak aloud your intention to connect with awe and wonder and to open up to the voices of the land. And then as you're wandering and you're finding your way and following your curiosity, you might bring forth this part of you, whether it's the young part of you you remember as what it was to be a child and have awe and wonder for the world. Or maybe there's a playful part of you. Bring that out onto the land and wander with that, deeply curious about what's around you. It's something like the beginner's mind. And invite that as you take each step. Slow down. And if you encounter something that really strikes you, that you are struck with this deep awe for a being on the land, let yourself engage in a conversation. And maybe you speak aloud what you notice about this being or thing that awakens this awe in you. Maybe you allow yourself to move into a gesture, mimicking this being or thing on the land in the way in which it embodies this essence that activates the awe and wonder within you. And then open yourself up to listening, using your imagination that this being or thing has some voice. Probably not the voice that's spoken by humans in the English language, but a different kind of voice. So it's not necessarily about hearing something back, but rather the practice is more of opening yourself up to the possibility that you have within you the ability to listen, to hear. So sit with that for a while, this potential of listening. This potential of this ability to hear. And then maybe you speak back. in some way, again, through a gesture, a song. But letting yourself be surprised and being spontaneous. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Let come through what wants to come through, and open yourself up to the ability to hear, to receive what wants to come back. And maybe you engage in this way for some time. And then when this practice feels complete, give gratitude, give thanks in some way. Honoring the deep sacredness of this being that you've encountered. And maybe you continue wandering and you have other encounters, or you move back to where you began, and crossing that threshold again, give gratitude, give thanks of some kind for your wander on the land. I'll also be posting with this wander a brief little handout that you can take on the land with you, some steps to remind you of what you're up to on this wander. Certainly, I would love to hear any insights, experiences that you have. Email me, post them on the Facebook page under the comments section of this wander. And happy wandering.